Hello dear viewers and welcome to Healthy Lifestyle. I'm Mr. Mike and Loveland with me here in the scene. I've always been amazed by this incredible journey of human life. Subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and leave your comments. From the moment of fertilization until birth. It's a common process, yet so incredibly magical, happening countless times, every day, all over the world. But how does it all begin? How does one single cell turn into a complete human, ready to come into the world? So sit back and relax, because we're about to embark on a more detailed and amazing 9-month journey of human development. And we will also cover part of childbirth process, so stay tuned. Weeks 1 to 2. Technically, pregnancy is counted from the first day of your last menstrual period. Your body is preparing, hormones rise, your uterus builds a soft, nutrient-rich lining, an egg matures in one ovary. Around day 14, ovulation occurs. If sperm meets egg in the fallopian tube, fertilization happens, forming a single cell called a zygote. Week 3. Conception. When a sperm meets an egg, it's not just a meeting, it's like a carefully choreographed biological dance. The sperm, one of millions released during intercourse, has to make a tough journey. Let's call it an amazing journey, through the vagina and uterus. Only the strongest and healthiest sperm make it to the fallopian tube, where the egg is waiting. But even then, the story isn't over. The egg is surrounded by a protective layer that the sperm must get through. Once one sperm succeeds in getting in, the egg quickly changes its outer layer to keep others out. It's a perfectly designed biological security system. The summary of Week 3. The fertilized egg begins dividing rapidly as it travels toward the uterus. One cell becomes 2, 2 become 4, then 8, then 16. By the end of this week, the cluster of cells becomes a blastocyst and begins implantation in your uterine wall. You may notice mild cramping, light spotting, implantation bleeding, or nothing at all. Meanwhile, your body quietly shifts into pregnancy mode. Now that we have a fertilized egg, a zygote, things start to move very quickly. The zygote begins to divide, with the number of cells doubling every 12 to 15 hours. And as it divides, it moves from the fallopian tube towards the uterus. When it reaches the uterus about 5 to 7 days after fertilization, it's no longer a single cell, but a hollow ball of cells called a blastocyst. The blastocyst then implants itself in the wall of the uterus, where it continues to grow and develop. After implantation, the cells of the blastocyst begin to specialize. Some form the placenta, and some form the embryo itself. It's like they're sharing tasks. Week 4. The missed period. Yes, this is often when you find out your menstrual date is past yet no menstruation. Hormone HCG, human chorionic gonadotropin, is now being produced, the hormone detected by pregnancy tests. Inside you, the embryo is about the size of a poppy seed. The neural tube, future brain and spinal cord, begins forming. The placenta starts developing. You might feel fatigue, tender breasts, nausea, heightened smell sensitivity. Your body is working overtime. Week 5. The heart begins. This week is extraordinary. The tiny heart starts beating, not fully formed yet, but rhythmic. The embryo is now the size of a sesame seed. You may experience morning sickness, which can happen anytime. Mood swings, frequent urination, extreme tiredness. Your blood volume is beginning to increase. Your body is building support systems. Week 6. Tiny features form. The embryo now resembles a tiny curved shape. Limb buds appear. Facial structures begin developing. The brain is rapidly forming. The heart beats faster than yours, around 100-160 beats per minute. You may feel strong nausea, food aversions, emotional sensitivity, hormones are peaking. Be gentle with yourself. Week 7 and Week 8. Rapid brain growth. The baby is about the size of a blueberry. Inside, brain cells are forming at an astonishing rate. Arm and leg buds grow longer, Basic eye and ear structures develop. You may notice bloating, constipation, heightened fatigue. Your uterus is expanding. Week 8. Around week 8, the embryo is now a fetus. The main parts have formed, and now it's time for growth and refining the details. The fetus starts to look like a tiny human, limbs lengthen, and facial features become clearer. All major organs begin forming. Now officially called a fetus. Fingers and toes start forming. Bones begin developing. The heart has distinct chambers. The baby is about the size of a raspberry. Your body may feel overwhelmed. Hormones are high. Nausea may peak. This is one of the most sensitive developmental stages. Week 9. Facial features become clearer. The fetus is about the size of a cherry. Eyelids form. Tiny muscles begin to develop. Internal organs continue refining. You may feel strong fatigue, emotional waves, increased appetite or aversions. Your blood volume continues increasing significantly. Week 10. Vital organs, functioning size of a strawberry. Kidneys begin producing urine. Brain structure is becoming more complex. Tiny fingernails begin forming. Your uterus is now about the size of a grapefruit. You may notice slight weight changes, visible veins, increased circulation. Week 11. Growth accelerates. The baby is now about the size of a fig. Bones harden. External genitalia begin differentiating. Baby may start small movements. You can't feel them yet. Morning sickness may start easing soon for some mothers. Week 12. First trimester. Complete. The baby is about the size of a lime. Reflexes develop. Intestines move into place. Facial profile becomes more defined. Risk of miscarriage decreases significantly after this week. You may feel slight energy returning belly. Just beginning to show you made it through the hardest hormonal phase. Welcome to the second trimester, called the golden period. This is when the fetus becomes very active. It can move its arms and legs, hiccup, and even suck its thumb. Isn't that cute? The nervous system continues to develop, and the fetus starts to respond to outside sounds. You can even start playing that special lullaby for it to get used to. Around week 20, the mother can feel the baby's first gentle kicks. In the third trimester, everything focuses on growth and preparation. The baby gains weight quickly, its lungs get ready for breathing, and its brain continues to develop at an amazing pace. Weeks 13-16. Rapid growth. Skeleton continues hardening. Baby can make sucking motions. You may feel increased energy, reduced nausea, beginning of a visible bump. Your uterus rises above the pelvic bone. Weeks 17-20. Size now about a banana. Baby develops fingerprints, can hear sounds. Vernix, protective coating forms. Around week 18-20, you may feel first flutters, called quickening. That first movement often brings tears. Weeks 21-24, lungs develop branching airways, taste buds form. Baby responds to sound. You may feel stronger kicks, mild back pain, stretching discomfort. Your body is adapting to extra weight and posture changes. Weeks 25-27. Brain activity increases dramatically. Baby develops sleep cycles. Lungs continue maturing. You may notice shortness of breath, mild swelling, leg cramps. Third trimester approaches. Weeks 28-31, eyes open. Baby gains fat for temperature control. Rapid brain development continues. You may feel strong kicks, sleep difficulty, heartburn. Your body is carrying significantly more blood volume now. Weeks 32-35, lungs nearing maturity, immune system developing. Baby likely moves head down. You may notice Braxton Hicks contractions, practice contractions, pelvic pressure, increased fatigue. Weeks 36-38. Baby considered early term, organs fully developed. Weight gain continues. You may feel nesting instinct, increased pelvic pressure, more frequent contractions. Your body is preparing. Weeks 39-40, the final stretch. Hormonal signals from both you and your baby trigger labor. The cervix softens, the uterus contracts. Your baby moves downward. As the end of pregnancy gets closer, The baby is almost ready for its big debut. The skull bones stay soft and flexible to make it easier to pass through the birth canal. How smart is nature, right? The baby usually gets into a head-down position in preparation for birth. This is the famous position, head first. It's amazing that at this stage the baby's brain has about 100 billion nerve cells, almost the same number as an adult human. Can you imagine that? Meanwhile, the mother's body also gets ready for birth. The cervix starts to soften and thin, a process called effacement. Hormonal changes start labor, leading to contractions that help the baby come into the world. This is the signal. I'm coming. After about 40 weeks of amazing growth and development, that single cell has turned into a complete human, ready to take its first breath and start life outside the mother's womb. Childbirth, one of nature's most incredible journeys. Let's now explore how the human body brings new life into the world through labor and vaginal birth. Labor begins when the body is ready to deliver the baby. It typically happens between 37 to 42 weeks of pregnancy. The first stage is early labor. The cervix starts to soften, thin out, and gradually dilate. Contractions begin, irregular at first, but slowly growing stronger and closer together. As labor progresses, the cervix dilates up to 10 centimeters. This can take hours, or even longer, especially for first-time mothers. Active labor kicks in when the cervix is about 6 centimeters. Contractions are intense and frequent, every few minutes, helping move the baby down. Once fully dilated, it's time to push. The second stage begins, delivery. With each contraction, the mother pushes, and the baby travels down the birth canal. The head emerges first, in what's called crowning, and then the moment of birth. The baby is delivered, usually head first, followed by the shoulders and body. Crying signals healthy lungs. The umbilical cord is clamped and cut. A new life begins. The third stage of labor is the delivery of the placenta, the organ that nourished the baby. This usually happens within 30 minutes after birth. Vaginal birth is a powerful natural process, guided by hormones, muscles, and an unbreakable will. Each birth is unique, but the miracle remains universal. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more short science videos about the human body and beyond. And there you have it. The wonderful journey from a single cell to a newborn baby in just 9 months. It's amazing to think about how complex and wonderful human biology is. Every time I think about this process, I'm amazed again and again. From the tiny dance of fertilization to the complex development of organs and systems, every stage is so important and wonderfully coordinated. This really makes us think about how special each one of us is. Subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment. Thanks for watching.